It was called the prairie mentality. Early settlers must have seen something in the golden grasses and rushing waters of the Big Sioux River. What secrets did the land have? Or were there no secrets, just hope for a better life? There were no roads, only shanty sod houses that barely stood against the harsh winds and rain marked what life existed along the Great Falls. But they came. Eventually they all came, and it was the vision of one man that helped forge the makings of a great city. Wallace Dow. He's been described as a quiet man with few convictions, an apprentice and savvy businessman, an entrepreneur and inventor, a man who would become known as the Builder on the Prairie due to his outstanding number of impressive buildings, homes, and schools. He was responsible for the landscape of Sioux Falls and surrounding cities and towns during a time where vast prairie grasses as high as your shoulders sprung from virgin soils. Even though his structures have gone down in history, little is known about Wallace Dow, the architect. No streets bear his name, no subdivisions give credit to his claims.
Dow, in my view, has always been something of a myth. We hear a great deal about him, but no one seems to know anything about him in detail.
He was the most prolific architect of his time. He designed a lot of important buildings, many of which still stand, and I think probably more of his buildings stand than any other architect from that period.
We have other architects since, but we have none before. So he would probably be the architectural godfather of Sioux Falls.
Well, it's a curse of our society. I think we often fail to recognize artists until long after they're gone. And now then we try to resurrect them and try and recapture what they were like.
Some would say recapturing Wallace Dow is easy. Just look around. From small schools to grand churches, ornate homes to functional public institutions, Dow is credited with over 156 structures spanning 3 states, some still standing, some torn down or moved, some waiting to be discovered.
I think you're left with a glimpse of another era.
Between 1883 and 1893, the quartzite industry grew and prospered in southeastern South Dakota. 7 quarries dotted the Sioux Falls landscape and coined the name Jasper City.
Here you could find a variety of colors. I mean, there's some that's really nice and pink, and then there's a dark pink, and then there's some that's pale, almost a pastel, and if you are in the right place, you can even find some that is black. So he had some colorations to work with, and he did that and used that as part of his signature in some of his buildings. The stonecutters would have also, because you had people that knew how to shape what he was drawing. That was important.
At its peak in the late 1880s, as many as 1 worker in 5 was employed in quarry-related work. The growing popularity of quartzite as a distinctive architectural element created a frenzy for talented stonecutters.
They were so skilled at what they did, and they were the only people that could do it. So they made a lot more money than the average worker. So that was the good side. The downside was it was so unhealthy.
Dow was an artist and was viewed as such. His most prized accomplishment would clearly be the county courthouse.
It was Dow making a statement and the Sioux Falls community making a statement.
It was the best of the best.